It been a minute. Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on. What's going on, y'all? It's time for another Kingeries TV video. I know y'all looking at me and y'all judging and y'all dragging and y'all doing all of it and y'all supporting at the same time. I appreciate you all. Welcome back to Kingeries TV. This is your boy Justin. I miss you all. I miss you all. I know I haven't done a video in 10 days. A lot has happened. A lot has changed. Let's get into the details. Girl, a lot has carried on in the last week or so since I've done the video, girl. We got Terry Crews and Hughley arguing back and forth on Twitter. We got Erykah Badu out here talking about nonsense, and we got Taraji P Henson out here talking mess that she don't even understand on Instagram, not even saying anything. But girl, all of this mess is about to be covered. Let's go and get into it. So let's start from the beginning, honey. Hughley and Terry Crews getting into it on Twitter. Terry Crews is lighting Hughley up, and somebody had tweeted that Hughley is out here acting like he ain't the part that we skip on the Kings of Comedy. And I had to think about this. Y'all know Kings of Comedy came out like so many years ago. I think I was like middle school or something when it came out. But I remember even skipping Hughley too. I was like, I don't remember any jokes from Hughley's time. Like, I don't remember any of them. Hughley has went from a comedian to somebody just virtually unknown. He came to this activist stuff after it became trendy or trendful or whatever. He started doing some work and stuff, and some of the hot takes he's taking actually don't make any sense at all. Like, it just didn't. You know, he had shared that incident when he was touched, and he didn't know how to react because this producer is high up on the food chain, and he didn't know if he had did something, would it come back on him? How would it be? Act like he knew. He had to think about it, and that's like the place that he is. He's a big, tall, dark-skinned man, and he's strong. People look at him like, oh my gosh, he's such a big guy. And I can understand so many things that ran through his mind, and I think that it's so easy for some of us to sit back and be like, oh girl, they reacted differently. And even I do that sometimes from my platform. And I'm thinking about the stuff that I've been through like the last 2 weeks and stuff, and how, other folks say, I would have reacted differently, I would have did this and that. And there was even a situation that I went through that I had to bite the bullet. Like, I just really had to. I felt disrespected, but I was like, I am tired of living in this situation, and I need to get out of it. Like, I am tired, and I had to just accept it. Like, somebody basically embarrassed me in front of a couple of folks, and I just had to take it in. I was just like, girl, it's a bigger picture at it. Like, it's not about me getting back at them, it's about me getting forward and forgetting about all that nonsense. So Terry Crews, you said, you know what, if you're saying I should have slapped him because of that negative, toxic behavior, shouldn't I slap the shit out of you too? By your logic, Terry Crews is dragging, and I'm all here for it. Y'all know our favorite two aunties, well, y'all favorite two aunties, Erykah Badu and Taraji P Henson, have been, sounding off a little bit after the Surviving R. Kelly documentary came on. A lot of celebrities have been just putting out these trash ass hot takes. And Taraji P Henson got on Instagram and she started typing in, mute R. Kelly, and nothing, all this stuff popped up. And she was like, So she went to that damn crusty ass finger and she typed in Harvey Weinstein. And, she typed in mute Harvey Weinstein, nothing popped up. She said, I'm gonna type in the whole name. Nothing popped up. And she was like, what's going on? Like, what's the tea? So I guess Taraji is trying to say, why is there so much talk about, R. Kelly, but there's not, for Harvey Weinstein? Like, why are black men not, treated the same way as other white abusers or whatever? It made no sense. One, because mute means we're listening to R. Kelly. Like, he has music on Apple iTunes, he has music on Spotify, Google Play, all these streaming services. So by muting him, we are muting the music. And even I think one of these streaming services came out with the idea of muting a particular artist, period. So you won't have to see none of their stuff at all. So this was started even before the Surviving R. Kelly documentary. And Taraji, it seemed like you were trying to kind of take up for an abuser. Like, I just didn't understand that. I didn't understand what is the problem with protecting black girls. Like, I didn't understand what the issue is. Like, why is that so? Should he be free because what's his name hasn't getting that much alleged attention or whatever? Like, I didn't understand how they worked out in our favor, because if he's doing stuff to young black girls or whatever, something needs to be done. These are people in our communities that we need to protect. So I don't understand that. And Harvey Weinstein has several documentaries that are coming out, and he's in court back and forth. Like, it's a lot going on with him. So maybe you need to do some research other than taking your stiletto nails on Instagram, sis. Get it together. But Erykah Badu got into it, y'all know. I love my good folks that be on In the Middle, Deshaun and Jordan. They always make jokes about folks being woke TM, meaning woke trademark. And that's what Erykah Badu is. She has this image of she's woke because she likes incense and shit, and like she just got it. Like she just got it. She knows, like, she has all the herbal tea. You know, she even has a movie that's coming out with Taraji, with Me and One or something. And I'm like, girl, how is it? And this, I'm trying to understand why both of them are being trash. So Erykah Badu, while performing at the concert, she said she just does not know if she can take all of that. She said she still has love for him and all that, da-da-da. And y'all know that Erykah Badu is the same one who, you know, had some nice things to say about Adolf Hitler. It's just, Erykah Badu is an interesting individual. And I say that in the most shady way, because this is the same woman who, you know, were putting the pressure on young girls, you know, wearing tight clothes or short skirts, putting them in, you're putting yourself in danger of getting raped or whatever. And I'm just like, Erykah, this ain't it. So Erykah Badu she's garbage. She's garbage. She's been garbage for a minute. I don't fuck with her. I like her music, but I haven't like counseled her. We have to have a conversation about counsel. We really do. I think In the Middle we might have a conversation on cancel culture, because, girl, I think a lot of people don't understand what cancel culture is. And, you know, it seemed like Erykah Badu was kind of pressed that people were like attacking somebody that she knows, I guess, personally. She just like, she has love for him. She was trying to give this whole Christian approach, like, you know, judge them not and whatever, like this type of shit. And I'm just like, girl, that's why I'm just like, girl, throw that whole thing in the garbage. Like, and that's not the same for everybody, because everybody's not a Christian. So, girl, this person has done stuff. Even the justice system doesn't even follow as much like Christian shit. Like, we know that black men are disproportionately treated unfairly compared to their white counterparts. We know that we know that. We know, like, we know this research, we know that, but don't be trying to equate that with the same with somebody who is abusing black girls. Like, that's not the tea. That's not the tea. But Erykah Badu, since I ain't got nothing for you, and the tea that you out here pouring for Taraji to drink, to be able to hear me, maybe you need to drink that shit too. Maybe you already drinking it. Maybe that's what you hear. You hearing me and thoughts and thinking like a man. Girl, you might as well go ahead and get with Stevie, what's his name? Steve Harvey, and write a damn another book, because both of y'all about as dumb as a sack of bricks, girl. Bye. So I know I'm late to the Soulja Boy party, because they be playing the shit out of Soulja Boy all on the radio, and Soulja Boy went on the Breakfast Club, and he was just going the fuck off. Soulja Boy said all these folks have stole his flow, all these people, he accused all these people of like taking his shit. Soulja Boy out here stealing content. Soulja Boy said everybody out here taking his shit. He even accused Ariana Grande. He said, girl, you stole my shit too. You know, she got a new song called 7 Rings out. That's actually cute, but Soulja Boy saying, girl, that beat, that shit, that flow sounds just like Pretty Boy Swag. It sounds like it. Soulja Boy is iconic. I would give him that. Like, he did change the game. He did a lot. But Soulja Boy, like, he got some... Girl, you got some work to do, because I was watching Hip Hop Edition. What is the name of that? Like, Marriage Boot Camp Hip Hop Edition. Girl, I might have to do some reviews on that. And the type of stuff that you were doing, I'm just like, girl, we gonna have to have a conversation with you, Soulja, because like, it seemed like you got some deep, interconnected workings that you need to be doing with yourself, and it's just not... It's not the work. It's not the work at all. But the interview, she scared me a little bit. Soulja Boy was making points. Now, Soulja Boy out here talking about, y'all don't want to see me live. Y'all don't want to see me do all this. But girl, Nintendo dragging shit out of you. All these other folks dragging you for stealing their damn concept and all the other shit, like trademark shit. So girl, you might want to get your shit together, Soulja Boy. But I do respect him to a certain level, but I did not like the interview because he kept referring to women as bitches. Like, I just was not here for it. He kept saying over and over, and nobody stopped him. Angela Yee to say, hey, can you turn that down? Nobody said anything. Charlamagne was gassing him up and doing all this. It was a bunch of like confusion, but that's just the Breakfast Club. They give us that shit, and we move on about our business. Like, girl, that's it. But girl, I'm ready for this Soulja Boy like shit to kind of die down for a minute, cause girl, she making my blood pressure go up. So a lot of people are asking me, how did I feel about Lee Daniels sitting right next to Super Bitch, and you know, working with him on this Super Bitch movie or this gay fighting crime thing. A lot of folks were saying, Justin, how do you feel? And I honestly kind of held back my comments because I have talked to the guy who does that. Like, he texted me immediately after the other video I did, and we had a conversation. We never did have any other further conversations and stuff. I have a much respect for this young man. I want to see him do great things. However, I don't trust Lee Daniels. I don't trust Lee Daniels at all. This is the same person who did not make sure that the only black queer person on his show that he produced, that he wrote, Empire, did not have a black lover. Like, we just didn't get that till recently. And Jamal now has one, and that was because of Jussie Smollett. Jussie Smollett, you know, made that push, but I found that kind of hard because I'm like, the producer, the person is black, like Lee Daniels, but I don't trust Lee Daniels at all. I think that was kind of inappropriate for him to sit next to him. Honestly, Lee Daniels could have said, you know what, I'm like 100% behind him, reposted him, and move it on. Like, he didn't have to come out and say that. And I don't like the fact that you folks wait till these people start getting attention and notoriety and start talking about something you want to work with them. Why y'all not actively out here looking for talent? Why are y'all not out here actively looking for new creators and stuff? I see so many of them. I don't understand, like, why do you have to wait till these folks blow up? Like, this boy has been doing content before that. So why did you not find him? Like, why do y'all not have a team out here finding new shit? Why is that? And that's what pisses me off. And y'all purposely prey on these folks because y'all know they want some attention. They want a coin to be able to pay their bills. They want some stuff. So you put this TLC type of contract from Miss Penny or whatever her name. What was her name? I can't think of that woman's name. You put this TLC type of contract in front of these folks, you make them sign it, and then they look 5 years later like, damn, like I was signing a contract with Ursula. Yes, I'm not sure if Super Bitch has signed any contract, but I would tell Super Bitch, if he's watching, to pay attention to Lee Daniels. Build your own brand. That's what I would tell him. Build your own brand. Continue to do your skits. Continue to do your shit to create your own shit. Don't be so quick to let these folks tell you what they can do for you. You do it for yourself. Like, create this shit by yourself, and then no one can say they helped you get to where you at. No one can say that. Like, connect with your fans, connect with your supporters, do all that. Don't let nobody come out here and offer you what might seem like it's cute. Create your shit, because if they want you bad, they will wait on you. And you got to be able to, like, girl, you out here doing it. There's nobody like you that we can see right now that's out here getting the attention and doing the shit that you're doing. Like, I be expecting you to fall, bitch, every time you do it, but Super Bitch be coming, I can make a combo, and bitch, I'm like, girl, are we pulling up to Miss, what's that trash ass place, Miss Cookout? I don't fuck with them combos though, but I can deal with Super Bitch combos, but I don't trust Scam Lee Daniels. I just don't, especially how he did Monique. He doesn't have a good track record of doing black folks right, and this was the same individual who said that black actors and actresses find a hard time in Hollywood is because they're not out here actively doing the work as much. So, girl, what work is you doing? That's all I got. So, getting kind of serious, because you know I had to wait for a second, because y'all girls be looking for the tea. I want to thank everybody who have supported me on the GoFundMe and everything else. You all know I shared my story with you all about me not having adequate housing for the last 3 months. And you know, the things that I was going through, and I did not share. A lot of people close to me, matter of fact, my friend texted me, he's like, bitch, I watched this video and I did not know, like, why you didn't say anything? And you know, I've received a lot of support. I want to thank y'all so much for supporting me and looking out for me. I could not do any of this without you all. there are a lot of misconceptions too. I don't want to take away from the people who have supported and the people who have emailed me offering their phone numbers and say, hey, you need somebody to talk to, da da da. But there were some things that kind of rubbed me along the wrong way, and I did not want to address it a little bit because there's so much positive energy. But I do want us to understand that there is no job, there is no right job, there is no real job under capitalism. It doesn't. You can look at these workers who were working for the federal government and got furloughed for 3 weeks because of some bullshit. So there is no real job under capitalism. Like, things can go haywire, like out of nowhere, just like that. Thanos can snap and shit can happen. And I think this is misconception that people like myself are out here making a lot of money. And I don't necessarily like talking about it too much because I know people get rubbed the wrong way when you start talking about money and revenue, all that. But YouTube is not what it was 3-4 years ago. Like, creators are not making that money like that. And especially creators who do content like me and talk about specific issues that advertisers might not want to advertise with. So I'm not out here rolling in dough, girl. Matter of fact, you can look at my clothes and some of the shit that you see me doing videos on is the same shit you have seen a lot. That's why I like to wear my For the Culture hoodie, because I don't have a lot of like clothes, like new clothes and stuff. And I don't believe in spending money on clothes like that. It takes folks to say, Justin, bitch, we gonna go out. I'm gonna show you some shirts and stuff to pick out, because I don't care. I care about the equipment that allows me to do better content. I care about the $400 or $500 microphone that we need to record for the Culture Podcast, the mixer that allows us to like hook up 2 mics at the same time. All of this stuff that costs money, like computer, like it costs coin, cameras, lighting, all of renting out space, all of that shit. So I don't want people to be confused and thinking that I'm out here making a lot of money, because I'm not. And even the money I make is reinvested. I have people who work for kingeries.com, and there are black folks who work and I pay every month that work for kingeries.com. Kingeries.com hasn't pulled a profit and I don't know how long, as well as For the Culture Podcast has never made a profit. Honestly, we spend a lot of money responding to emails and getting in contact with people who are reaching out and, you know, needed some resources and needed some help. So honestly, For the Culture Podcast is a non-profit that I am funding. Like, that's just what it is. And I need people to understand that, like, girl, ain't nobody trying to be flying in jets and shit. Girl, I'm not traveling and taking pictures of me on the beach and shit. I probably go out of town 1 time a year and that's about it. Like, sis, it ain't like that. But even when I start to make extra money, I reinvest it in stuff that is going on, things that I'm working on, and like, sis, that's what it is. But I'm not gonna spend too much time talking about it. We will have a conversation about that, because in the process of looking for housing, I learned a lot about how much Atlanta rent has went up and how much this stuff has displaced black and brown folks. And also that, you know, girl, if you have a blimp or an eviction on your credit from years ago, you're not going to get approved for apartments. Like, you're not going to get approved. People are not going to approve you. And even if they do approve you, they're going to charge you more. You're going to pay a higher deposit, and you're probably going to have to like take some bullshit. So that's what the tea is. I think we need to talk about that, because these laws affect us, the folks who don't have that much money and who did not come into this world with plenty of resources. So girl, like, we got to talk about it. I will be talking about it, but I am so happy. I'm so thankful for you all. I appreciate you all. Like I said, we're going to have a conversation about that further. I am in a very, very, very good space. I feel like I can talk all day. So y'all get ready. I got a lot of content to push out to you all. And I just appreciate you all supporting me. To go on to a positive note, let me tell you something that has made me laugh. Girl, if you can catch on to these Easter eggs, these clues, girl, Shamari and Mr. DeVoe and their shoulder shit.
I need those shoulders bouncing.
Bitch, let me tell you, I don't know what is going on with these folks, but Shamari in the struggle fucking voice she got and scooting across the this 5-inch party floor like she Wendy Williams headed to the damn couch. I don't have time for it. Shamari DeVoe. What is it? Shamarin? I don't know the name of their group. With their powers combined, they are just as irrelevant. Like, girl, like folks were calling them the great value version of Beyonce and Jay-Z on the run to a girl, on the budget tour. I will tell you that Mr. DeVoe is a way better hype man than Jay-Z, because you know Jay-Z ass be out of breath. The only thing that's out of Mr. DeVoe is them damn eyebrows. Shamar, girl, you be scooting this shit, girl. But you know, you been singing to your son on that last episode of Housewives. It sounded cute, but girl, girl, stop moving them shoulders, girl. But I'm happy for homegirl. She out here doing it, like she out here getting her life, and I thought that shit was just hilarious as hell. But on a serious note, while I was recording this, I did get some news about Jussie Smollett apparently attacked in Chicago. Apparently when he was, you know, walking or whatever, these two individuals wearing Make America Great Again hats grabbed him and assaulted him and poured bleach on him, and, you know, I think put a noose around his neck and something like that. That, like, hurt me, because I think that's the conversation we'd be having when we talking about people who are homophobic and the things that they do. And that was a hate crime. And I think folks think just because folks are saying, oh, like, oh, he just difference of opinion. But sometimes when people have difference of opinion like that, they don't want you to exist. And if people don't think you need to exist, they will feel like your life isn't important. They will take your life. I've never been through anything like that, but I remember in middle school and high school, I would be terrified of walking through the high school, because I thought maybe because of the way I walked and the way I, you know, looked, people will assume that I was gay and will kick my ass. And that is something that queer folks have to worry about, period. And now we got these folks who are using these Make America Great Again hats, these MAGA hats, as a symbol of hate. Like, I don't think nobody understands. I just got through watching this little documentary on Vice, and Carl fucking tap dancing ass from the Grapevine, where he's not in the Grapevine no more, they gave his ass the boot. He was in there for 5 seconds. I hope he got his 5 seconds of fame. But, you know, this whole documentary was talking about black Republicans and stuff, and I probably will talk about that later. Some tea coming. But yeah, it's just a symbol of hate, and, you know, we don't know what happened. We don't know all the details and stuff, but Jussie Smollett is apparently doing better. You can check out the full blog on kingeries.com, and we will keep you updated. Shout out to my girl Jessica at Foster over here taking care of it on kingeries.com. But yeah, that hurt me and scared me. I talked to Adrian about it earlier, and Adrian was like, you know, that just had him depressed, and he didn't even want to be on social media anymore, because he was like, this is just way too much. And then you had Erykah Badu who tweeted, whose tweet probably wasn't related to that incident, but it was just the timing was wrong. But if it was, Erykah Badu was saying that, you know, how do we know all the details? Like, how do we know if it's true or not? And that she might not have been talking about Jussie Smollett. She might have been talking about Survivor R. Kelly, but I don't know. The timing was just trash, and homegirl just need to stay off Twitter for a minute. It's just, it ain't working out for you, sister. Like, girl, go drink some more goddamn tea. Stay off that tea, bitch. Maybe if you need to go get some Louisiana fast, get you some Popeyes and some Louisiana tea, and call it a day. But that's all I got for this Kingery City video, honey. We got, like, what, 2 more days left in this month. Yeah, 30th and the 31st. The Super Bowl is coming to Atlanta. The snow was supposed to be here, but she ain't. I got a lot of content to put up for you all. I got Real Housewives of Atlanta stuff coming out, and some other things and getting caught up. Now I got somewhere to lay my head. I love you all. Justin always loves the support and stuff that you all give me, and I appreciate it. Do not be hurt by these folks who are saying whatever about me. I can take it. I came out in front of this camera and told these girls I was HIV positive, and told these hoes I was home for 3 months. Ain't shit none of these motherfuckers can hurt my motherfucking ass. Not what you all supporting me. I love y'all, and I'll talk to y'all later on tonight. Bye.
Where your hair at? What you mean where my hair at? I got hair, bitch. I got hair now. I'm gonna take it all off for you.